Hello? I think I might have to use the bathroom before we start.
I see a generation rising up to take their place with selfless faith, with selfless faith. Oh, I see a near revival. Oh, and it's stirring as we pray and sing. We're on our knees. We're on our knees. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna. Like you have loved me. Break my heart for what breaks yours. Everything I am for your kingdom's cause. As I walk from earth into Hosanna in the highest.
Hello, hello, and welcome to another Praise on Wednesday night. Oh, yeah, I like the wave. Oh, man, we haven't had somebody do that.
I'm trying to fit in.
Hey. All right, well, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody watching?
Hello, my name is CJ. Nice to meet you all.
What does CJ stand for?
Curtis Joseph Diaz Jr.
Wow, that's great. I love that name.
Thank
though.
you.
Okay, so we're gonna ask you a few questions.
Okay.
What is your favorite food?
Soon tofu, beef soon tofu.
순두부찌개, beef one, not seafood one.
I mean, with good seafood, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you like it extra spicy?
How did you know?
Oh, with
I read your
jalapenos,
mind.
right?
I read your mind. You know, we are brothers and sisters in
Yes,
God.
yes, we are. We should know each other.
Okay.
All right, CJ. So what do you like to do in your free time?
I like to play video games
Okay.
when I have free time.
So are you more of like console or PC or?
Console and Switch. Yeah,
I want to get a Switch. They're so cool.
they're great.
Yeah.
Nintendo,
kind of
Nintendo is awesome.
Which one is your favorite film?
Well, right now I'm playing Animal Crossing,
Oh.
and yeah, and Stardew Valley. But I also I like all of the Nintendo games. They're all really good.
Okay. Okay, I think we can go on the introduction of your song. Can you introduce your first song and tell us a little bit about why you picked that song?
My first song was Hossana by Hillsong Worship. And I chose the song because it just kind of reminds me that with everything going on and all the stress and the struggles, God is over everything. I know that whenever I have Him, then I can overcome whatever I face. It actually took me a while for me to get to hear. Pastor Kong asked me for a few months already, and I kept telling him that I would do it, and he kept bringing it up every single time that we met. But one day, I guess I was just like, okay, I keep promising this, and I really need to keep my word and follow through. And these songs just really help me with that, because I'm not really good in front of people. I get a little bit of social anxiety. So knowing that, like I said with the first song, that He is there and He is above everything, no matter what you go through, then you can face anything and be able to overcome it.
I think your words really remind me that God is really above all, and how He strengthened you with His power so that we can overcome anything. And there's always light at the end of the tunnel.
That's right.
Thank you.
Yeah, and one other thing is you got to give yourself credit because you're here. You're here right now, and in this first song, you really poured out your heart, and I think it's just great that you're able to spend this time with us, and we are happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, exactly.
great.
So, it works out really well. You get some time to just be kind of open with us and everybody watching as well. So, yeah.
And for the longest time, too, I felt kind of bad because every single time I came to church in the past, or I attended an event, every single time it was over, I would run out of the church because I was scared to socially interact with other people, and that, I guess, to make an awkward moment. So if any of you felt kind of discarded, I'm sorry. It's not you, I promise.
actually we had a small talk during small group, and then you say you have transformed a lot since you met Jesus and you trust in Jesus. Can you share a little bit about how you transform, and then what really made you to change yourself?
Well, whenever I was very young, I did attend a church. It was a Baptist church. Then things happened in the family, and for the longest time, we didn't go to church. Church wasn't really introduced back to me up until high school. And I remember driving home from school. My mom started playing K-Love, and I told her to turn it off. I told her that I don't want to listen to that junk. I know what was said, but for some reason I was completely against it. I don't know why. It was probably the devil. But then my mom started forcing me, like literally forcing me to go to church. Like it was not something that I wanted to do. And it was a biker's church in Thomasville, and it was amazing. But even in the beginning, whenever I was there, of course, I didn't enjoy it. But like everybody there, it was the first time that I've experienced like actual caring love. No matter who you are, they knew a lot of things about me that I thought that they would turn me away for, but they were still there, and they ended up being my close group of friends. We would hang out all the time, and I guess in that way, God reached out and took me, because I didn't want to do this, but he, I guess, had a different plan.
Man, it's really great that you're here, though. I mean, I'm glad that you've been able to kind of get through all your hardships and really be able to see, like, like what you guys were saying, the light at the end of the tunnel, and just, man.
I mean, and it was hard too, but with him, you can achieve anything.
Yeah, but on that note, I mean, is there anything that, if you could, like, I mean, you will be, but is there anything that you want to, a piece of advice you'd give, like, everybody watching, just as far as, like, getting through hardships, or just really, like, working on your relationship with God?
I guess the hardships are going to happen. No matter what you do, they're always going to be there. It's just a matter of how you handle it and who you have with you to support you along the way. My family definitely was a big supporter. The people that I went to church with, it's honestly amazing to know that the people that you spiritually call your family actually feels like a family, like they're there for you every step of the way. So just know that everything will be okay. You have a lot of people supporting you. Just keep fighting and keep doing your best, and know that everything that you're going through has a purpose. It's going to help you grow. Even if at the moment it feels like everything is going to end, and that you sometimes maybe want to take your own life away. He's still there. Even if sometimes you don't feel that he's there, he's still just in the background waiting for you to make your next move, because there's going to be one. And it's going to be better than you think that it would have ever been.
for that. That's good. So we know you also prepared us a second song. Did you want to tell us the name of that song and a little bit about why you chose that?
The second song that I chose was You Say by Daigle. It helps me believe that even whenever I doubt myself, He is still there. The first song was more of He is higher than everything. The second song is more part of me and my self-doubts. You say that I'm strong when I think that I am weak. I mean, there's multiple times in my life where I've definitely felt like that I wasn't good enough, or that compared to everybody else, that I was not like enough as a Christian. But in that song, he tells you otherwise. Even whenever you think that you have these limitations, even whenever you feel weak or you feel like that you can't do things, he knows that you have the strength to do these things, and he's going to keep fighting, and he's going to keep pushing until you're able to get yourself to believe that you can do them too, because you can. And that was another thing that helped me do this. That song really helped me overcome my fear of like being around people, like large crowds, and kind of like a performance anxiety. But here I am, and I did it.
Yeah, really, God never gives up on us. He's always able, even though we are not. You know, it really comforts me, and then I think it really does for everyone. We doubt a lot, and then we stumble, but he doesn't, and then he's always with us. I shared this with the small group meeting. Jesus gave us commandments: go and make disciples, baptize them, and then he said he will always with us. It's not like, oh yeah, you guys go and make disciples, I'm like down on this world. He says he will always be with us. Yeah, it really comforts everyone, including me. And really thank you for sharing your story and testimony.
I felt like it was more of like an explanation of how I presented myself as well in the past. But you know, I mean, life goes on and struggles goes on, and I'm just going to keep trying to do the best that I can. And if y'all ever need me, please ask me and contact me, because I want to help y'all as well.
Yeah, and I think one thing I was thinking about, like when you guys were talking about how he's always there, is like not only is he there, but like our like faith in ourselves, I feel like, is so minimal compared to like what he really believes, because he knows. And it's like, it's so interesting that like all these things that we see as so many flaws, or like as like us not being good enough, is just like, that's so like little to him.
Yeah.
So.
And we all focus on that too, and we don't think about the things and the struggles and the problems that other people are going through. So it's a good reminder that we're not alone in everything. Everybody is struggling. It's always going to be hard. But nobody focuses on that. Nobody looks at every single little thing that you do and judges you about it. And I think that was one of the things that I really needed to learn as well. We are our own like worst critics, and it's not good. I mean, it's good to want to be better, but not to the point to where you feel like you can't do anything because of it.
Well, is there anything else you wanted to share with us or anybody watching?
Not really.
Yeah, no problem.
I mean, if anybody that's watching has a question for me later, feel free to ask.
All right. Well, do you want to go ahead and lead us into this next moment of praise for the second song?
Sure.
Well, let's do it.